Well, this is no good. I just set up X camera. I don't know why I can't see anything. I guess I'll have to set it up again. How's it going, folks? We don't want to be looking at the back. That should be pretty close. Man, I had the limits set up and everything. What happened to my file? Where'd you go, X camera file? So weird. Never fails. I had this all set up and working. Turn on the stream and it implodes. Oh, right. The amphibian version is a completely different airplane. That's why. That's why. Yeah. All right. Let's redo this. Let's head back over to the lodge and I'll get that fixed. How's it going? Happy Friday. Or Saturday. Might be Saturday for some of you. Tech Guy Brian, good to see you. Cheers. So I'm just going to exit this out. Let's get the TV turned on. I forgot, I set up the camera in the amphibious version of the Quest Kodiak. Not the other version. So let's do this. Let's go copy your name. Hey, what's up, Belly Pilot? Good, I have somebody that knows what they're doing. I've flown the Quest Kodiak twice now, so I'm a pro. One wheeled landing, one float landing. Both times the plane was all in one pile, so I'm going to call that a win. But learning turbine engines and learning the G1000, learning all kinds of new stuff. Just need to rename my X camera file, and we should be in business. Try that, and then does it have anything in the file itself? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, close that. Now let's fire up X-Plane and see if we can actually see what we're doing. You get chat back over here. Yeah, I've mostly flown small GA planes with steam gauges, so the G1000 is new. Got the GTN 750. Oh, is that like a standalone GPS you can put in planes? Can't update the nav data. Cool. Well, I haven't used the real G1000, so I don't know how close X-Plane's version is. It seems to work. I know the basics, just the bare basics. Got the autopilot somewhat figured out. Little known fact, spinning the mouse makes games load faster. I had my eye on these two Thandra planes, the Kodiak and the Beaver. And I waited a day too long to get them on sale. I finally decided to buy it. Yeah, they weren't on sale anymore. Oh well. So I paid for $3 off instead of $12 off. Not the end of the world. All right, X camera is on, and crap. Oh no, that's right. That's the views I want. Did I forget to turn on X camera? Or I mean, TrackIR. Yep, I'm a big old dummy. All right, let's get that turned on. You go down there. I don't know why. The way I'm doing the OBS capture does not like DirectX 12 or Vulkan. I don't know why. That's why you'll see the screen disappear every once in a while. It's not disappearing for me. X camera. So if I turn this off and then turn it back on. Yeah, there we go. Reset. Now we're cooking with gas. Excellent. I'm liking the Kodiak so far. The only thing I've ran into, well, a couple things. Librain doesn't work, which I wasn't aware of. It doesn't work with Vulkan. So it's not a big deal. You just don't get raindrops in the windshield. And for some reason, the conditioning lever likes to change position all by itself. Like, I'll have it in high idle, flying along, and I'll land or something, and it's down in low idle. And if I move my control a little bit, it snaps back into place. Don't know what's up with that, but that's the only thing really strange that I've noticed so far in my grand total of 2 flights. So, where are we flying today? Great question. Make it a little bit earlier in the day. And go download the weather, because the first time it downloads the weather, it never actually downloads the weather. Come on, X-Plane. Should get some clouds here in a second. There we go. So we're at Sandpoint, Idaho. Every time I switch screens, it's going to do that. Sorry about that. I popped over here to my FSEconomy page. And we're taking some passengers up to Elk Valley, British Columbia. 113 nautical miles. Not too bad. Be about an hour flight probably altogether. I could take 2 more people, but this is all we've got going there. So let me get all my stuff together. We need little nav maps. Let's bring that over here. Boink. And let's see, go to flight plan. New flight plan. KSZT. Our departure. Head up to one of those strange Canadian places. CYSW. Are we good? Destination. And it looks like we're flying in a slightly easterly direction, so we need to be odd, I think. Probably need to be a little higher than that. That'll probably work. 9,500. So we'll save that. And then what kind of fuel report we're looking at here? So around 29 gallons. Cool. So we should have plenty of gas in the plane. So we're going to fly over some cool mountains. Up to here. It's not British Columbia, is it? Oh, it is British Columbia. I didn't realize British Columbia went over that far east. Yeah, should be a pretty good scenic flight. We'll have to look and see. When we get over here, we'll probably look for this valley. Descend into that valley. I could probably just set that up. Let's do add position. There we go. We can do something like that to remind myself. Save that as an X-Plane file. Should be good to go. Pop that over there. Get chat back up. I can see y'all. Focus back on X-Plane. Beautiful. Let's get this thing fired up. Wait for it to log into FSEconomy. The first time you do this, it takes forever. Looked into it at some point. It was something with Python and SSL on Windows is really slow. While it's doing that, let me just double check how much fuel we got. We have 100 gallons on board, so we got plenty. Alright, you're good. You back up, and you back up. Start the flight. Here we go. All 7 passengers on board. 100 gallons of fuel on board. Cool. This thing fired up. Parking brake is set. So let's get all the covers off. Lose the chocks. Should be good to go for engine start. This thing is so cool. There's you can turn on this little electric tug and like move yourself around. Pretty nifty. That's how I got backed into the spot next to this racing airplane. Come on, be the right direction. Be in the way. Yep. Now you gotta move the visor. Oh, get up. There you go. Make sure all the levers are synced up with my throttle quadrant. Wish you could turn the pilot off. Don't want to pilot. Go away. Those are all responding nicely. Good, we got some oil pressure. And the other thing I've noticed is the prop is really slow to respond. That could be just a normal thing. I'm not familiar with the real aircraft. Alright, let's get our flight plan set up in here. I always forget how to do this. It's not there, is it? Here? No, not activate. Crap, where do you click? There's something you click once you're in this page to load a flight plan. Cursor's off. Oh, it's the inner. There's not much difference between outer and inner on there. That's what I want. And we're going on this guy. Load that up. It looks good. About 30 miles.
Tuca weather. Wind calm, visibility
crap,
more
game.
than 10. Sky conditions 3,900 scattered, 5,900 scattered, 7,900 scattered.
Sorry, chat.
Temperature 8, dew point 0. Altimeter 2998.
I don't know if that turns down this radio.
Tuca weather.
Yeah, it did.
Wind
Okay,
calm,
good.
visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 3,900 scattered, 5,900 scattered, 7,900 scattered, temperature 8, dew point 0. Altimeter 2998.
2998. Right.
Tuca weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10.
Didn't I click you? Oh, that's right. Some of the clickables are just a tiny bit off. 2998. Nav data out of date. Yeah. I wish it would save your G1000 preferences. That would be nice. Or if there's a way to do that, I don't know how to do it. Okay, we're on GPS. We need to dial in our altitude. Hit the ones one more time.
Tuca weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10.
Wind calm, so it doesn't matter. Okay, passengers are loaded. Plane's up and going. I think we're about ready to get moving. Oil pressure's a little low, but that might be normal for as low as we're running. Get the prop going up. So I've already moved the prop. It's going to eventually spin up. That could be a completely normal thing for the plane. I don't know. Alright, where are we going on the airport here? Turn around behind me and then head out towards the runway. Alright. Hey, I got a co-pilot. Where'd you come from? Okay, I guess we have a co-pilot. We'll always start moving on low idle. Gotta get used to where low idle is on my throttle quadrant here. Well, it doesn't go all the way through, does it? It's weird. Alright, well, I guess we'll enter the runway here. Brakes seem a little sensitive. Gotta keep that in mind. I'm just gonna go double check over here on FSEconomy that it knows. Yeah, flight in progress. Excellent. What if that... I think that taxiway might just be broken. There's a weird shadow bug once in a while where it goes full daylight. Whoa! Alright, 2 notches of flaps. Looking for 1790 on the torque. Whoa! Say, whoa, easy. Holy crap. This thing has never been this squirrely before. But what the heck happened there? It's been super smooth takeoff the 2 times I've taken it off. Huh. Well, we're not dead. Yet. The night is young. Thing is so sensitive. The throttle is. Alright, I'm getting her trimmed out. Hey, Crimson. It's the 3rd ever flight in this airplane, so it's going to be rough. Still learning it. And I don't know what the heck happened with that takeoff. That was crazy. I've always had a little bit of wind the 2 prior flights I did, so maybe that makes a big difference. What do you think, Sheila? She's not impressed. For 1670-ish on the climb there. Not more than 740 ITT. I'm going to bring the props back to be a little quieter. Usually run them at 2000. Said props. There's only one. You know what I mean. Alright, we want... We're on GPS, so we want... nav, vertical speed, and autopilot. And then... look for about 800 feet a minute. A little high on the torque. So this aircraft has no, or the engine has no governor or anything. So you really have to watch and not over torque it, or it will break the gearbox and you come down smoking and it's not fun. Ask me how I know that. So you never just firewall the throttle, because you will ruin the engine. So that's something I'm having to learn, coming from little Cessnas, 172s, 206s, 150s, that kind of stuff. So I don't know if you can read it on stream. I'm watching these engine gauges right here pretty darn closely. Alright, we're on course. I need to follow a checklist. I don't have a checklist. I never use my landing light. Get down on. I was supposed to put the fuel pump on. I forgot to do that.
Damn it, I told you people not to sub. I mean, thank you.
We're on course. We're cleaned up. If it wants my pitot heat on. It's a little cold. Auxiliary bus on. Oh, am I not supposed to have that on? There we go. I'll learn this plane eventually. Hey, Dave. Not listening as always. 16 months of not listening. Someday you're going to learn your lesson. Don't sub to me. Go sub to people that are doing this for a living. Thanks for hanging out. Ooh, we're way out of rudder trim. Something else I'm getting used to. There's no traditional ball as far as I can tell. So you got to look at this little line under the triangle there at the top. That's your turn and slip indicator. Okay, try to keep that lined up. Coming through 7,500, got another couple thousand feet to go. We'll be leveled off in cruise. So as we rise, give it a little more throttle. We'll probably cruise at about 1,400 foot-pounds, something like that. We're a little high on the intake temperature, or inlet temperature. It's a beautiful plane. Let's take a look outside. Probably a little too early, Dave, to judge. This is my third flight ever. But so far it seems, yeah, a lot more polished and complete. So I've got the Tundra tires and the mud flaps. I've got some clouds. So technically I shouldn't be flying into the clouds, but it's a sim. So Carinado makes a great looking airplane, and the way I understand it, the people that made this used to work for Carinado before they split off and did their own thing. Oh, I don't know. Too early to tell. Everything seems to be modeled pretty well, though, as far as I've noticed so far. The only weird thing, like I said, is the conditioner lever sometimes has a mind of its own. Not sure what's up with that. So we just busted VFR. A little heavy on the eye shadow there, Sheila. I mean, I know you like to dress up for these flights, but like you're going to a concert. Where's your jean jacket? My too early hot take opinion? It's cool, I like it. So I'm going to ease the torque back to about 1400 now that we're cruising. I say ease, I mean ease. I'm just barely applying pressure to my throttle lever. There we go, 1408, somewhere in there. It's the most minute pressure, changes it by like 10 or 20 foot-pounds. We'll see how that settles out. Usually cruise around 150, sometimes more. I think the Tundra tires probably cost us a little bit. Ground speed's 180, so we got a tailwind. Wait, another YouTube troll video? I don't make YouTube troll videos. Sometimes trolls show up in the comments, but I don't make troll videos. Looks like we're going to be at about 151 on the airspeed. What I like about this bush plane is you can cruise pretty fast. 180 ground speed is way faster than my 206 or the 172 or the Beaver. I love the Beaver. Easy. Calm down, chat. I've got this Soul-made Sims Beaver, which is, it's decent. So I thought about getting the Thandra Beaver. But I like this cruise speed. Like, why not get a bush plane that's fast? Brenda's Beaver. That was an amazing book. Yeah, just cruising through the clouds. Sounds seem pretty good. Does it have that weird Doppler effect? Yeah, that's just an X-plane thing. Okay, I'm done. What a great looking airplane, though. Look at that bad boy. So this is a 113 nautical mile flight, and we're going to be there in 20 minutes. So I like it. Everything seems to work well. Got some lights we can turn on. It's like a little pin light thingy. I'm not sure how to turn that on. You can move it though. Maybe that's not a light. I thought that was a light. No, I'm not sure. It's got a ton of options, like through this control panel thingy. And one of my favorite things is the dynamic livery. So if we pop outside again. It didn't put my dynamic livery on there. Okay. Yeah, I missed out on her reading that story, Dave. I heard about it. Mine's like 14 or something like that. 10. Hopefully this doesn't crash anything. I don't know why it forgot I had this livery on there. Stand by. It's okay. Remain calm. There we go. Okay, thanks. We got it. There you go. Now that my tail number's back on there. So you can set a custom tail number, which is cool. That's something X-Plane doesn't let you do. But you can change, like, any of these colors. You can change whatever you want. Different stripes and whatnot. So that's the one I'm going with. Change up tires. You can put skis on it. Change the interior around. It's got synthetic vision, which I've got turned off. Might try that at some point. See how badly it eats the frames. But I'm really liking it so far. Let me take a look at a little nav map over here. Sorry, your screen's going to go black. Our top of descent is right before we get to waypoint 1. Cool. Whoa! Easy weather. Calm down. Yeah, we're definitely not in VFR now. It's okay. We got Sheila here with us. So she look at me every time I... Or is that just coincidence? I think that was just coincidence. That was twice though she looked at me when I looked over here. Are we in Canada yet? While we're cruising along, let's take a look at the destination. There's a way to do that. Where is that? There we go. Nope, not that one. Well, there's a way to get to a different page. Now I don't remember what it was. I got a long ways to go learning the G1000. Huh. I've been there where you could select an airport and look at it. But I don't recall how I got there. Oh, it's from this page. There we go. Found it! First try. So we got runway 1735 and it's a 4,000 foot by 75 foot hard surface. Elevation is 3,800 feet, so it's pretty high up. There's no weather service there. It was from the nav page. Got it. So I'm going to pop over here and hunt up some weather. Little nav map will give that to me. Weather over at Elk Valley. 16 knot at 176. Cool. 2987. Visibility 22 nautical miles. What was the runways again? Runway is 3517. Alright, cool. That makes it easy. Wind's blowing right down the runway. Good thing too, because 16 knots is the max recommended crosswind component for this aircraft. $2987. Got it. Back over to here. $2987. So we're going to cross a valley that has a long, skinny lake in it. And then the top of descent is basically the other side of that valley. I think that's this valley up here. We'll just have to keep an eye out for the lake. Maybe it's a river. Some kind of body of water up there anyway. And of course we got the moving map there. I'm not used to having all this fancy stuff in the cockpit. It doesn't remember these light settings either. What was that change? That light's in the back? I don't know what that's changing. Wow, that's a lot of down trim when we're in cruise. Yeah, I see the body of water there. This body of water. So when we get to this range over there, we need to get over that, then we can start descending. And kind of follow the other valley in. Slight dog leg to the left, and then the airport's there. So runway's at 38, so pattern is going to be around 4,300. So I have a little bit of descending to do. Pop outside again. A bit of logging going on there, it looks like. So the downside of photo scenery, sometimes you get spots that were photographed in different light conditions. It's super obvious. Cloudy? Not cloudy. But I like the overall effect of having photo scenery. Makes it look a lot nicer. Plane is gorgeous. Tons of detail. It's got a little bigger wing on the outboard. That'd be so they stall last, maybe. So its wing stalls in the middle. Yeah, it's got mud flaps on it, Crimson Zamboni. That's an option. I put on Tundra tires and mud flaps. You can also do skis, regular tires, and there's an amphibian version as well. The wheel's slowly turning. Is it turning or is it optical illusion? Tried to push the brake without hitting the rudder and failed. Pull this up. Wow, ground speed is 191. Got a heck of a tailwind coming in. So we're going to have to pass by the airport. It's in kind of a valley. Let's see how much room we have. I assume we'll do like a left downwind. Turn around and we'll be landing back to the south. Constantly tweaking the throttle. Everything looks good engine-wise. Which is good because I have no idea what to do in emergencies in this airplane. There's a vent somewhere. Is it this vent? Yeah. I know it said in the docs, if you mess something up with the engine, it can fill the cockpit with smoke. And you have to like close this, I think. Or maybe open it to blow the smoke out. Hopefully we won't have to do that. Look at that view. Love it. So we need to cross this ridge, and I think that's the valley there, probably, we're going to head into. We're going to follow that around just a slight dogleg to the left, and the airport where we're headed is back in there. If I bring up the flight plan... Well, that's... okay, that one's counting down, that one's not. So we're still about 25. Once we get to that descent, we're still about 25 nauticals from the airport. It's so creepy when she does that. Did she just randomly glance this way? It's uncanny that 3 times when I've looked over at her, she's looked at me. I get far enough from the seat to pilot it. I haven't seen any way to disable that. I would actually like to disable that. having the pilots in here. But I didn't see it anywhere. You can tweak the payload. I don't think that works with FSEconomy though. Oh, do you use up de-ice fluid? That's cool. It's got a little refill button. And oxygen as well. Sweet! Alright, we're at 5,600 pounds. No, it doesn't have passenger models. I have seen planes, 4X plane, that I think it was the uncertified pilot has a... He took the default 172 and customized the crap out of it. I think it's that one. It will actually put people in the seats depending on how many you have loaded through FSEconomy. But no, this just has pilot and co-pilot. So it's possible, but the airplane has to, like, program that in. It's not just a default thing. Alright, this is our valley we're going to follow. So I'm going to try... I'm going to try this flight level change button. And if I pull the throttle back, does it start descending? Yeah, to keep the same airspeed. Okay, I thought that's how that worked. Cool. How big is the contract? I've got I think seven passengers on board. And I don't remember what the payout is. Okay, so we're descending at about 600. Seems about right. So that's cool. The flight level change. Yeah, you just control how fast you want to descend with the throttle, basically. Autopilot does the rest. I can go look at the contract, but it'll kill you guys' screen for a second. $6,000 minus whatever fees we get charged. But we'll probably make about $5,000, something like that. Alright, come back. Little nav map and chat. And we're back. Blame Dave. Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to hunt up some like really remote places to take this thing. Because it's got the stall capability. Or stall. Is it stall or stole? S-T-O-L? Short takeoff or landing? Something like that. So we're headed up this valley for a ways, and then we're going to hang a left. And we'll be there. Nice and quick. What's our ground speed? 190 knots. Dang! When you're used to flying around in a 206, yeah. You're lucky if you can get 120, 130 ground speed. So that's around 1100 torque. Yeah, maybe we'll do 7500. I think 6500 might be a little too low. Throttle back up to 1400 on the torque. Look at that. That's cool. That's a nice feature. FLC, flight level change. So we just maintained a steady like 150 knots, even though we descended 2,000 feet. I like it. Hi, mountain peaks. Please do not smite me. Again, with the photo scenery, some of them have snow on, some don't, so it looks a little strange sometimes. It is what it is. You get that even with Microsoft Flight Sim, because it's just using Bing data. I don't remember if this is from Bing or from Google. I really like the detail you get in the landscape with this higher mesh. You get all these like little what do you call those? Ravines? Thingies. You know, we don't have mountains in Missouri. I don't know what they're called. We should be turning up this valley, and then down there somewhere is an airport. So we're going to head down again. Just double check. Was, yeah, 3,800 feet. Okay, when it's popped out, you have to scroll over the middle. Interesting. Is that it? That's surely not it right there, is it? It's 300 an hour to rent it try. This one I found. To actually purchase it, I have no idea. A lot more than I have. Yeah, so that's going to be it. Alright, cool. So airport in sight. Autopilot's coming off. It's got to be it, right? That's the only airport up here. It's right on the river where it should be. Don't have a ton of room, but I'm going to go down the valley way so we can turn around and get established. because I don't know this plane that well. So let's get the heading bug on. Runway heading. Yeah, man. There you go. Give me a good reference. Some higher terrain around here, so ease up. Oop, not that far. I like that it has the speeds right there on the lap console. Really likes to balloon up when you put the flaps down. Oop, let's power back in. Not that much power. Got all kinds of power. Yeah, I'm all over the sky. No big surprise there. Whee! Holy cow. Really got to give it some nose down. Looking for about 95. And we're on final. We want to get slowed down to 85. Get my landing lights on. In my way, hand. Come on, I'm going to crash the plane trying to get the pump turned on. Come on. Up. Alright, back on course. I want to be able to turn off the pilot. I don't like it. Alright, we're high and fast. My standard approach. Looking for about 85 knots. Full flaps. Now see, there's the condition lever. It's back at low idle, even though I haven't moved my quadrant, so I have to... I don't know, it has a mind of its own. I don't know why it does that. A little too slow there, buckaroo. really low texture airport. I think there's an airport here. It's in the scenery. It's not going to actually be an X-plane. Oh, little hard. We got it though. Little reverse thrust. I think we're here. I don't know why there's no X-plane scenery. I guess that's just in the texture. We're not moving, Sheila. X-plane thinks we're on the ground, so it's making it really hard to move. Hey, X0. That's the 4th landing ever I've done in this airplane, so it's a new airplane. Still learning the ins and outs. And I'm also out of practice just in general flying. Alright, I think we're here. Get the prop quieted down. I'm sitting there on the airport. Sort of. Oh, so it says it's over there. Uh-oh. So I landed on the texture. It's going to be close enough for FSEconomy's purposes, I'm sure. So let's get the flight done with. Goes off. I'm not sure on the shutdown procedure. I usually turn the instruments off first out of habit from flying other stuff. I have my pitot heat on. Here, let's do this. Let's just get the yoke out of the way. That would make more sense. See, I've got 2.8 hours on the engine. Parking brake on. Finish the flight. Now, does it think we finished the flight? Yeah, we got some cash. Nope, that's not what I wanted. View. There we go. So, 6,027 income minus all the usual fees. Rental cost, fuel, ground crew. Dang, we got a ground crew fee and a booking fee? It's highway robbery. So we ended up with 4,100 bucks. Not bad. So what do we have coming out here? Stuff going back the other way. Don't have the floats on. Some cargo. Nothing close, just going back the other way. Interesting. Well, let's go see if this airport's actually here in X-Plane. Oh, hey, there it is. I'll be darned. There's a runway. I didn't even see that. Did anybody see that? Nobody called it out in chat. So I landed on the texture that's actually in the photo scenery. Never even saw that at all. So the photos don't always line up with where the runways are. Yeah, that's where we should have landed. Yeah, well. I landed on the runway. You got my back, right? I'm hoping there would be something else up here. Let me go see if there's another Kodiak with some interesting stuff. Let me go ahead and turn this off. It'll quit buzzing in my ear. Alright, come back to me, OBS. There you go. You guys can watch the airplane. Hey, Munchkin, you headed off to bed? Okay. Good night. See you in the morning. It's a cool plane. Even Munchkin thinks it's a cool plane. So I'm going to look for another Kodiak in this general area. Idaho, Montana, that kind of place. Where are you? Quest, Kodiak, there you are. One down at Big Creek, Idaho. Stuff headed out of there. Cool. Well, let's head down to Big Creek, Idaho. Is it airworthy? It is airworthy, and it's $1 cheaper to rent it. Woohoo! So I shall rent that. The long flight. I don't really want to do another long flight. We got some really short hops. We could take those 3 north, and then these 2 guys over to the east. Let's grab all those. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just getting the flight set up. Yeah, and I'm not going to plan out the flight. These are less than 30 nautical mile hops, so we'll try to just VFR it. So we're headed down to U60. Do we have a U60 in X-Plane? Let's find out. Uniform 60. Big Creek, Idaho. And it has 3D scenery. Cool. That means the airport's been somewhat modeled. We want to start on the ramp. Sure. Confirm. And start new flight. So same plane for us, different plane in FSEconomy, different location. So I will be punching these airports into the flight plan on the G1000. I'm just not going to plan it all out in little nav map. Oh, interesting. You don't see what I see. That screen is like frozen for you guys. I don't know why. But you can see my mouse cursor. Fun. I'm looking at the loading screen. It's loading. think it's loading. Rumor has it that it's loading. Now you see what I see. Ta-da! Rid of all the covers. Ignore the palm tree. It's an explain thing. Sure we got the latest weather data. Oh, good. We got some clouds. Wow, we're at 5,700 feet here at U60. Big cliffs. I'm familiar with this airport. It's a little grass strip. Oh, this ought to be fun to get out of. Yeah. It's gonna be great. Well, let's get our flight started. There we go. We have plenty of fuel on board. 5 assignments loaded. So we need to head to I-08 or I-08. One of those two. So let's get this thing on. Cover's all synced up. Oh, wait. Forgot a very important step. Let's try that again with some fuel on. Yep, gotta have the go juice. Get my... Sorry, I need to get my chat back up over here. See it. I can see it over on the streaming PC. It's just harder to... I have to turn my head a lot. Alrighty, flight plan. Delete the flight plan. Pretty sure that's it. 16 nautical miles. Where was the other place I was headed? I already forgot. Alpha 05. Got it. Oh. Nope. Doesn't know what that is. Okay. It's so hard. There's just such a tiny little pixel there where it changes between inner and outer knob. Maybe it's A05? Or maybe it's not in the database. It's the other possibility. Yeah, it's not finding it. Crap. Dixie. Oh, is Dixie something else? I seem to remember Dixie. Search for A05. Yeah, finds it. Flight is in progress. Okay, good. Well, we might just have to wing this. That'll get us over to that airport. Then we'll figure it out. Yeah, little nav, I don't know. Little nav app's acting kind of strange. It normally has, I've got an airport data set in X-Plane that tells what it is in FSE. Pretty handy. Okay, we're at U60. U60. We're headed to, the first one is 05. Alright, SkyVector knows where it's at. It's a ranger station up in the mountains. Go see if we can find it. Heading 327 out of Big Creek. No problem. There's a button on. Oh, you can't push it in 3D mode? There we go. Roughly that direction. 327. And we're going to pretty much ignore everything else. All right, folks are on board. Sheila's ready to go. We need to get some weather. There's no weather station here. So we're going to call over to Jerry in the shack over there. Jerry says the winds are calm. Sweet. 299er6. Two niner 6. Set that way up there. So the question is, which direction we want to go out of here? Is there a good direction to go out of here? Maybe. We're gonna go out that way. Up? Thanks, Dave. I hadn't thought of that. That's why I got you guys here. Yeah, we're just waiting for the prop to come out of feather position. There we go. So we're going to back taxi just a bit. I already had that on. All right, we're good. You're certainly a big help. We're in the grass. We're going to have to give her a little bit of a goose to get moving. You might have to get out and push, Sheila. Never mind, Sheila. Dave's on it. No, we want 20 degrees. What was our weight? 5,700. And we're at really high. Not sure what these numbers mean. Oh, that's flap degrees, right? Is that flap degrees? Not sure what that is. Temperature? Probably temperature. That would make sense. Maybe? I don't know. Maximum torque for takeoff is only 1560? Yikes! You're really gonna have to get out and push. Alright, we need trim check. Elevator trim is still way down. There we go. Got all the juice you get right there, airplane. Now fly! We weren't kidding with short takeoff. Alright, let's get cleaned up a bit. So it seems like it might need a little down trim, because I had to hold a lot of down pressure. Alright, we've got a valley to work with over here, so that's good. I gotta look up. I'm not 100% sure how to read that chart, so I need to look into that. We didn't over torque it, that's the main thing. Alright, flaps are up. Landing light is off. Pump is on standby. Nose is super high. No mountains up there, that's the main thing. There's a lot of like really subtle wind sounds that are pretty cool. I really like the sound in this plane. I don't know how well that translates to Twitch, but in my headphones, it's subtle but noticeable. Alright, I think we can start turning. Get her trimmed up a bit. Dang it. Heading. Vertical speed. Then the GPS knows where the other place is. We have to find the first one by hand. Watch it, we're right on the edge of peak ITT. Bring the prop back. There we go. Okay, we haven't run into any mountains yet, so that's good. Pretty dang cold, so let's get the pitot heat on. Rudder trim is way out of whack. There we go. Now, where is this rancher station? Great question. Not going to be that far. Man, that helped me that much. What's XKid28? Wait! Ooh, hit some weather. I can always cheat and look at this map. Oh, this is saying ID05. Our heading's way off. Oh, I didn't take into account magnetic variation. Derp. Let's see if it has ID05. So if we go to nearest. Doesn't see it. There it is, ID05. I want to go to that one. Yeah! Direct to you. And nav. Okay, so it's not A05, it's ID05. Got it. Oh, it's zoomed in. Now we can find it. GPS knows where it's at. This isn't as good as a VFR chart. It's also not good VFR weather. Hard to see. So it is degrees Celsius across the top. Alright, cool. Thanks, Dave. So when it's cold, like, you really can't use... Get zoomed in here and freeze. So, like, we were at 6,000 feet and near zero. So I only could use, like, 1,600 foot-pounds of torque. Whereas at sea level, you can use almost 1790 is the max. This is like the absolute max. Interesting. Oh, that's not torque? But it's got to be torque, because that makes... That lines up with 1790. I don't know what you mean by the... Oh, you're looking at a different chart. Gotcha. Yeah, this is max torque. Not sure what that is. Can't quite make it out. Alright, we need to look at ID 05. It's at 50, we'll call it 5,200 feet. Need a weather report. .3001 on the altimeter. Looking at 5,200 feet. We're right on top of it. Where you at, Dixie? Probably right there. I just can't see it yet. See if we can get a read on it. Probably just going to be a little break in the trees. Alright, I need to turn off the flight director before that gets me all confused. I passed it. Alright, let's get slowed down so I can get a little bit of flap in. Cruise around about 100 knots instead of 150. Holy smokes, I did not see this place at all. These little forestry stations are always fun to find when you don't know the area. So it's right. There's a road. By that road. There it is. It's right there. Down in that little fold of land. No problem. Crap, I just clicked something on there. You up. There it is. Right there. We get the last knot of flaps in. See if we can't get trimmed out. Alright, that looks good. Hang on, Sheila. We're going in. So I kind of need to make a tight turn and come right down through there. Piece of cake. He said confidently before crashing into terrain. Alright, let's go back to full on the prop. Yeah, I've got to just pop over that little hill and then slam it onto the runway. Gotta remember how much power I got with this engine. Plenty of room. No problem. Hey, don't do that to me, weather. Approaching waypoint. Thanks, GPS. Couldn't do it without you, bud. Oh boy. Full reverse. Not bad. I'll take it. I like the floating fence. That's a nice touch. The squealing on the grass. Hey, Marlin Spike. Yeah, there's a fence. Just floating along through the sky. Okay. We're on the ground. Most of the passengers are still with us. Get you back on standby. Oh. There we go. Reposition switches are a little tricky. And we can turn you guys off. A bird? Not sure what that is. Let's go to, nope, FSEconomy. Should have got credit for that. Let's go check. Cool. We got our passengers dropped off. We got two more. I wish you didn't have to shut down the engine. I guess it makes sense if you're offloading passengers. Now we got to head over to I-08 or I-08, which is Cabin Creek, another ranger station. And that's in the GPS, so we should be able to get there, no problem. Chat back up. If I do start flight again, it should load just the two. There we go. Not sure what that noise is. Sounds like cicadas. Let's turn that on. I thought we could do a low start since we were just... Maybe not. Since we were just running. Oh, that's right. You need the ignition. Ignition's not automatic with the low start. Got it. Forgot about that little detail. Jurassic Park looking fence. Yeah, I don't know what its deal is. I don't know what that was flying around. UFO. Alright, get you back on, and you guys on. Good. Oh, so the direct to overwrites it? Okay. Fair enough. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, so now if I go back to here. Oh, I've already forgotten where we were going. What was it? I-08, in theory. Shouldn't be that far away. There it is. 33.5 nautical miles. Direct to... Yes. Alright, so we need to take off to the southeast-ish to get there. I don't think I want to take off to the southeast, though. I don't think we'd make it. Where'd Sheila go? Guess Sheila abandoned us. If you're on grass or dirt, X-Plane really has a lot of ground friction. That's why it's being squirrely like that. I said wind's calm. What's that windsock doing for us? Direct crosswind. Beautiful. Nothing I like better than being down in a tight mountain valley in unknown territory with a direct crosswind. Crap. It's hard to tell that when they're up, they look like they're in the middle position. I'm going to back taxi all the way because I'm not super familiar with this airplane yet. Get our trim. Let's try like the bottom of the takeoff zone. There we go. Draggy brakes. Whoa. Okay, let's do a couple notches. And we're going to go for it. Rudder trim center back up. A little bit of down trim. We're ready to do it. Still up pretty high. And it's pretty cold. So about 1560 on the torque. Brakes can't hold it back. It's too much power. Yeah, that gets us not too bad on the inlet temperature. Plenty of speed with a downhill run at it. Whee! Not too slow there, plane. Not too slow. Wait, what? There's literally 2 airports here? Fun. We're finding some strange bits of scenery tonight. You really like pushing your nose in the sky, don't you? Well, we made it out of there. That's good. This plane does have the performance. Sure we're nice and high enough. We'll get headed towards the other destination. Passengers are screaming for dear life. We're all gonna die. Are there airplanes flying around the scenery? I don't think I had any air traffic turned on. Unless some of the scenery has... Maybe some of the scenery has it. Alright. Somewhat trimmed out. Let's get some of this right pedal trimmed out. There we go. And let's let the autopilot do some flying. So we want a little less vertical speed than that. But vertical speed... nav and on. We'll do 9,500. Yeah, I think I got the FSEconomy add-on, so it has all the airports that FSEconomy has that X-Plane might not necessarily have. I think some of those have aircraft in them, if I remember right. That's probably what that's from. And come on up on the old torculator. Oh crap. Gotta remember we're limited by ITT and I just blew right through that limit. There we go. Engine's not on fire yet, so we're all good. just a hop, skip, and a jump over there. Cabin Creek Forestry Station is at 4,300 feet. 1,600 foot by 39 feet soft surface. Awesome. That's going to be a joy. No problem. $4,300 feet. Just notice my rudder trim's way off. Alright, cruise along. We bring the torque back to about 1,400-ish. 720 on the ITT, so we're good there. Let me consult my paper that I printed out. Starting to learn the numbers on this plane. Yeah, max 740 in cruise. We're good. That's where you got him from too, Marlin Spike? Alright. So, should be there in about 9 minutes. Nice scenery. Let's take a look outside. I haven't been outside for a while. I still have my landing lights on like a dummy. I don't think I can turn them off from there. Sure do. That's why real pilots use checklists. We're probably a little low. A little lower than legal. We're bush flying. That last landing was totally by the seat of my pants. It worked out okay. A little bit of light clouds there. Yeah, I used Ortho4XP to make photo scenery for pretty much the entire western half of the United States, where I mostly fly. At least the northwestern part. And it does look pretty decent. And I'm using the HD mesh from AI Pilot, which includes a lot of the coverage data, so it looks a lot better. There's a little airport there. U-79 is that airport. Whee! There's me trying to find the last airport. Cabin Creek. 29904. Got a little bit of wind out of the west. And it's raining. Lovely. Two 4,300 foot elevation where we're headed. And let temperatures come up a little bit. So it must put the co-pilot in there if you've got more than a certain number of passengers. I've just got 2 on board now. We did have a total of 5, I think. I don't know how it determines that. It's down here. It's got a pre-start checklist. Cool. Got to turn that on standby. We're not really in the clouds much anymore. I can turn those off. Kind of down in a little east-west valley. Somewhere up in there. So much easier to spot stuff in 1440p. I recently upgraded. When I upgraded my gaming PC, I just stuck with 1080p for quite a while. Finally bit the bullet and got a nice 1440p monitor. Really makes the details pop. I know on Twitch it's all muddled, but for me it looks fantastic. I think we're starting to get past some of the higher peaks. Probably going to want to start descending. Actually, that's on 50 miles, so it's a little deceptive. Coming past the higher peaks there. Scooting right along though. I think it's going to be this valley here maybe that it's in. It's a little hard to tell from here. Start slowing down. Maybe not that far back. Love the hazy clouds there in the hills. So east-west would be this way. Yeah, Cabin Creek, Idaho. India 08, I think. I wonder if it's going to be right down in here. Kind of back in a little pocket. This might be a doozy. Oh, is Cabin Creek, is that the one in MSFS? They've got like a special scenery for it. If it's that airport, yeah, this is going to be one heck of a ferry approach. That I'm fully and totally unprepared for. I remember where this stupid thing is. We're getting ready to pass over it, actually. There it is! That's gonna be fun. When I say fun, I mean nigh on impossible. That's it down there. So we're going to have to... Oh boy. Gotta get slowed down for one thing. Get a bunch of flap hanging out in the wind. Flew into it in a Mall 7. Nice. Too high. Wonder what the slip limits are on this plane. Crap, I don't remember for sure where it was. I think it might be around this bend. Hi, trees. How's it going? Where you at, airport? Is that it right there? That's it. Oh, this is gonna be a rough one. Trim a few trees on the way in. Oh boy. That was bad. That was really bad. Uh-oh. Went a little too high. Perfect. Nailed it. let's smoke out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. Like a glove. Yeah, I got stuck on the hill. Over torqued the crap out of the engine. And here we are. Beautiful. It's not on fire anymore. We're all good. Alright, that was absolutely awful. What a crazy approach, though. I need some custom scenery for this. Because that was insane. That's my... Is that my 5th or 6th landing on this airplane? Make sure that got over. Yep. Nice. Flight completed. Sort of. Alright, let's go see how bad that was. I know it was bad. Perfect. Beautiful. Yeah, look how crazy this airport is. Marlin Spike, I hope you did a better job with your Mall 7. So you really got to be on the numbers to make it in here. And I definitely wasn't. And I'm not super familiar with the airplane, and the terrain is kind of insane. This is going to be brutal. Right about here, I should have went around. But I didn't. Get it on the ground. Kathunk. Kathunk. I only bounced twice. And then I should have just... I throttled up too far here. I pushed it a little too far forward. And once you get up in the throttle range, it is so easy to over-torque. Just with the minuscule amount of throttle. And I over-torqued it. Oh, that's not a good sound. That is not a good sound. Hey, Marlin Spike, you want to fly me a new engine in here? I think I'm gonna need it. All right, we're back out of replay mode. There we go. We're fine. It's fine, chat. Ha! There we go. Got it back on the ground. Yeah, they gave me the money. I think the passengers were just glad to get off the airplane. Brakes on. I don't know how to... Can I fix the engine, or do I just have to reload? I don't know how you do that. Oh, in here there's refills. I think I just have to reload the airplane. You don't remember that ski jump? Yeah, let's take a look here at just how crazy this is. So I'm using the HD mesh. I don't know if that makes it different, but yeah, it's quite the runway. You have to come in through these two big trees and then splat. This isn't the one I was thinking of from MSFS. It's similar. This isn't that airport. I don't remember what it's called. It's a real similar approach. It's kind of into the wind, at least until I turned short final there. Anyway, I need to head off to bed. It's going to be it for tonight. Let's take a look at our FSEconomy winnings. Let me just go ahead. I'll save that. Sure, why not? I think when I reload back in, the engine will be fine. Let's quit that. Then where'd my FSEconomy go? There's my desktop. So if we come over to the log, blow it up a little bit for you. Whoa, not quite that much. So yeah, we had a pretty good night with the Kodiak. This is a flight. So I did this flight and that flight, and then this was the first stream, I think. So we made 6,000, 7,000, 7,500 bucks. I already put some of that in my bank account, so that's not bad. It always takes 10% off the top for ground crew fees. At least there was no booking fee. I don't know what the booking fee is. Yeah, wrong button. No booking fee there. The big old booking fee here, $421. I'll have to look into that. Nope, stop. It gets me up over 80,000. Woohoo! And if you want to buy a 206, mine is for sale. Reasonably priced. Oh yeah. Dave was asking earlier how much Quest Kodiak was. Let's go look that up. I don't know how much they are in FSEconomy. Wait. Yeah. I clicked on the wrong airport. There it is. So there's 16 of them for sale. Ranging from 408 to 800,000. That's not too bad. That's in Georgia. That's up in Alaska. So, what, you know, 450. Might have to pick one of these up at some point. If I can get some more money made and sell my 206. I like the Quest Kodiak, though. Good stuff. Have a great weekend, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks again, Dave, for the subscription. And I will catch y'all next time. Take care.